We begin with the final act between these so-called beasts of the East. These two not exactly ending the regular season in a blaze of glory, but you know, whenever the Pacers and Heat play each other, expect fire.
They're the champs. You always got to bring it to the champs.
We have to make them work. They're champions, okay? They're going to get up and pressure us.
They're trying to win a championship. We're trying to win a championship. Since they hate us, then I guess we got to return the favor.
It's a game that we have circled.
They're going to give us everything.
I love to play them every day.
Doesn't get much better than this.
Get ready for battle.
We're going to sit to 5 starters.
We got to answer some questions about ourselves.
Something needs to change.
Welcome to NBA Tonight.
So would we see fire or signs of a burnout in the last meeting between these two unless they meet in the Eastern Conference Finals? The Heat without D-Wade for the 9th straight game. Pacers, they had all their starters back to the lineup after being benched against the Bucks. Heat entering the game a half game behind the Pacers for the top seed in the Eastern Conference. And LeBron and Paul George are battling early and often. LeBron drains a 3, taking advantage of that room George gave him. And then later, LeBron, tough step-back jumper over George. In your face. George all over LeBron. No problem for the King. Now in the next Heat possession, LeBron hits the 3 from the corner, again over George. Heat up early. In the second quarter, well, LeBron, he switches off George, and George takes advantage. Hits the 3 to tie the game up at 39. Then later in the quarter, LeBron again leaves George, and again, George makes the 3. So at the half, LeBron 17 points, Paul George 13 points, with the Heat with a 45-42 advantage. And then the third quarter happened. That's where the Heat took over. After George missed the jumper there, LeBron with the rebound takes off in transition. Tough jumper off the glass and gets the foul. LeBron showing strength and flexing on the play. No, really, flexing on the play. Heat up 54-42 at that point. A few plays later, LeBron comes up with a steal, misses the lay-in, but Udonis Haslem is there for the putback. The Heat opened the third quarter on a 16-0 run. Frank Bogue was like, I'm about to bench my starters again. This is not pretty. And it didn't get prettier for you, Vogel. Later in the third, Heat up 20. LeBron, fade away. Wade, loving what he's seeing from the bench. Nice bow tie. George, not happy about it. Fourth quarter, Heat up 16. Norris Cole deflects the pass, gathers a steal, and then gets it to LeBron. LeBron, 36 points, 6 rebounds in the Heat's 98-86 win. And the Heat take a half-game lead over the Pacers for first place in the Eastern Conference with the win. Pacers 8-13 over their last 21 games. Roy Hibbert, well, let's take a moment. He had 5 points, 1 rebound. The 7-footer didn't get that rebound into the third quarter. LeBron, he had 36 points, as I mentioned, 34.8 points per game his last 5 games. Here's what he had to say on this win and what it means going forward.
It's all about the process. And with us, you know, it doesn't matter about seeding it. It's how we're playing basketball at this particular time. And this is a great step. You know, I mean, the playoffs start in a week. And this is a good step in the direction we want to be.
I would love to see us play with this intensity to our identity tomorrow night. If we do that, the results seem to take care of themselves.
We're still a good basketball team. I think we're taking steps to get ready. Feel very confident that when the playoffs come, we're gonna have a lot of success.
We're good. You know, we're still a positive group. You know, we understand the clean slate in playoff. You know, 0-0 to start the year off in playoffs. You know, so we just got to be able to, prepare well and come out and get ready to play.
All right, so the Heat move back into the lead in the East. So why does this matter? Well, Miami, they're 6-1 against the Pacers at home, dating back to last season, including the playoffs, compared to just 1-6 at Indiana. Seems like Miami, well, would be much more comfortable playing a potential Game 7 at home. All right, let's bring PJ back into the mix. And PJ, after this win, how would you evaluate the Heat right now heading into the playoffs?
Well, the Heat, it's one game, huh? But I think they just lost their last 2 games before this. But they have to feel a lot better to play as well as they played without D. Wade, to force turnovers, which is the secret to their game. When they turn people over, their offense is so good. The other thing they did tonight that I didn't expect, they rebounded well. They dominated Indiana on the glass. So I think Miami right now has got to feel good. They've got a good opportunity. They got a more favorable schedule. They should be the home team.
Well, you say Miami should feel good. The Pacers probably don't feel great. They fall to 14-14 since the All-Star break. Who are the Pacers right now in your mind?
Well, they don't know. That's the biggest problem, the way they feel about themselves. They turned the ball over tonight. Offensively, they got a lot of problems. I still think they're okay defensively, but Roy Hibbert right now is doing a little bit of a disappearing act, and they cannot be a championship contender with Roy Hibbert playing the way he's playing right now.
You see that Pacers 3-7 in their last 10 games. You got to wonder if maybe they're just too burnt out. Here's an interesting note. The Pacers starters have played the 6th most minutes in the NBA, easily the most by any of the top teams in the standings. And all Pacers starters have played the equivalent of 5 more games this season than those of the Miami Heat. So we'll see if those young legs can keep up in the postseason.